There is nothing better than sitting in this hot seat right here. You guys are here now. You're tuning in. We're live. We are here in the flesh, in the person, pushing through higher waveforms for you guys to latch onto and to succeed and win. What is up? I'm back. I'm so happy to be here, bro. I'm amped up about today's stream, bro. You ready? You ready to get this thing going or what?
Yes, sir. You know, we got to talk about the TitanX final mint phase. A lot of stuff's going on in the market. Bitcoin hits 100K. Everybody started celebrating. Everybody started freaking out. And then next thing you know, it dips down a little bit. So we're going to talk a little bit about that with charts, talk about some TitanX. You know, just whatever, man. It's just one of our live streams. You know, we keep cooking. We do them once a week. We used to do twice. And yeah, man, we'll just see how it goes. So, man, how you feel about the markets right now?
Look, man, honestly in December, I don't feel like I've slept, bro. All I'm doing right now, I'm spending time, looking at these markets, seeing that this is a great retracement that we're seeing in some of the chains we play in, especially like Pulse Chain. And I'm loving the market now because this retracement is perfect time for those that are new to the ecosystem, that are just now getting onboarded. There's so much to play with. There's so much to do. And you want to be able to get it on a retracement. So I'm amped up about the state of, several things that we do, but I'm really excited to see the condition of Pulse Chain specifically right now.
Yeah, Pulse Chain's exciting. And I know we have TitanX on the thumbnail, but keep in mind, I would probably say 80% of our money's in TitanX and Pulse Chain, and the other 20% is just in meme coins across the board. So we're not maxis, we're profit. I guess you can call us profit maxis. We're degens. We have fun. We look for opportunity. We take advantage of the situation. We're honest about it. I would actually argue most people are actually like us in this regard, except they're not as honest as we are. They keep things on the down low. But I digress. Main point I'm trying to say is we're at a critical time in the market. Bitcoin's starting to explode. We went past 100K. I remember I was checking out Bitcoin dominance. We saw a breakdown, and then we're also seeing a breakdown in tether dominance a lot sooner than previously expected. So the main point I'm just trying to get across is we are definitely seeing a crazy rotation right now straight into altcoins, and we're actually skipping Bitcoin. So, you know, it's gonna be a fun show today, guys. But first we got to talk about this is TitanX's final mint phase. After today, well, technically tomorrow at 9 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern time, no more TitanX will be ever minted. The buy and burn do its thing, burn the supply off. We got the LP set up, and we'll see what happens after that. So really excited about that. We're also seeing TitanX come over to the Pulse Chain ecosystem. We got TitanX being tied into Inky. We got TitanX tied into Alien. There's a sub ecosystem being built that not many people have tapped into, nor do they understand. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. And then we'll get into the TitanX price chart and Shogun. I've had a lot of you guys ask me about Shogun and want me to explain it to you. I don't usually like to explain stuff because I usually explain it once and then people hit me up like 10 times and get me to explain it 10 more times and I start going crazy. But regardless, we'll talk about it. We'll get into charts. Trey Souls, what's your thoughts on the agenda?
Yeah, man. I mean, Chris be explaining this stuff throughout. He that's what we got this thing for. So, for any of you guys who may be unfamiliar with any of the protocols that we've talked about in the past, such as Shogun on last week's live stream, you can go back and look through our wonderful catalog of live streams that we produced this summer, which are still relevant and absolute fire. You can even go to Chris's videos about 1 year ago and see that his agenda is always rocking on the verse. So I'm ready to rock with his agenda, bro. I don't know about you, bro, but we got a lot to get after.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. And just want to give a quick shout out to all the people. Albert, always good to see you, my man. Toad, good to see you. Always great to have you in the live stream. We got our boy Utah Crypto. Awesome guy, part of the Blaze team. Shout out to Utah Crypto. Henny Baby Crypto. I always love his name. He's got Henny Baby Crypto. What's the beat in the intro? It's so heat. Well, it's a beat created by Trey Souls, and if you want to use it, you got to pay a royalty. I'm just kidding. hit up Trey Souls. He'll give you more information about that. So, shout out to the homie Goo God, hardest working DJ in the world, probably the biggest DJ I've ever met. Big problem, yes sir. Good stuff. Alex Cobb, hello, my favorite people. Fiber Finance, Adam. He's boyfriends with Matty Allen. Good to see you, my man. And then Utah.
What? Oh my God. Let's go, bro. This is getting heated already. I love it.
Yeah, we got. Oh, well, it's on YouTube. Well, no. The craziest part about this was we were with I did a live stream with Bill, dude, and people were just popping super chats like crazy, man. It's like
I
super.
watched it. I watched it. The one from
Yeah,
yesterday. Yeah, bro. You guys are popping up like crazy. Bill was dropping F bombs left and right. But you know what? We're breaking out of the matrix. We're operating in 77 frequencies, so we can do these kinds of things.
yeah. And just to be clear, I was just joking with that. Adam's one of our good friends, man. We just make jokes. Oh man. Shout out to Damien. I'm not going to pull that up because I don't want to get demonetized, but shout out to Damien. So Damien's in the chat, one of our day one supporters. So
Hey, Chris, I saw a stream of you from a year and a half ago the other day, and you said, I'm gonna get a shirt that says Damien is in the chat. So guess what? I'm holding you to it.
dude, no cap. Damien says the funniest stuff. Like I always read it. I look at it. I always have to read it twice because sometimes I'm like, dang, it's going to get us demonetized. But man, I love Damien. Oh yeah. Also, Bill called the soul bottom. Yeah. So
Thank you, Bill.
thank you,
Check
Bill.
mark, Bill.
All right. We need to stop screwing around. All right,
Okay, let's go.
let's get to it.
Charts.
Charts.
Alien X-Men. Alien X-Men.
Alien X, my man. Alien X. All right. So let's get through all the Alien X stuff. We just need to break this down. So what's going on in the mid phase right now? We've been below peg so far. ROI is 45%, so it's not profitable in mint. Now, I just want to make something clear. Why is it not profitable to mint? And the one thing I just want to point out to everyone is when Alien X actually launched. So if I go back here in the price chart, Alien X launched, I believe it was 2 months ago on the 17th. And that was very close to, I believe it was October 17th, right here, right? So we were basically really, really close to the local top, and then boom, started coming down. So the first mint phase was pretty good. Second mint phase got a little bit, and then so far it's been stagnant. It either gets really, really close or drops down. Now, the reason why I want to point this out is because the entire time TitanX has been trading down. You can call this a wedge. You can make an Elliott wave triangle. I mean, there's multiple ways you can say this, but right now we went to a downtrend, caught a bottom, and we're just trading sideways right here. The reason why I want to point this out is because after that first initial mint phase, Alien X absolutely crushed it. Got a lot of funds in the buy burn. It's just been burning. So Alien X has actually been burning supply since this local low and since it's been trading sideways. Now, if I come back here to the Alien X price chart and we look at the stats, the liquid supply right now is right around 72%. So if you think about it, we burned about, was it 28% of the supply? So all in all, the project's doing what it's supposed to do. Alien X is getting scarce. Now, the one thing I want to point out, after this mid phase, no more Alien X can be created. The supply is capped. It's good to go. Where does Alien X stand as is right now? So if I just come over here and type in Alien X on Dex Screener, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 liquidity pools with Alien X. Why is that important? Because every time there's an arbitrage trade between each of these pairs, the buy and sales tax goes to burning Alien X. So the reason why I'm saying that is because if you go back on the TitanX price chart, right back here, and we start going back to all-time highs, which is going to be about 2x from where we're sitting at right now. a lot of money's going to go through those liquidity pools, and you're going to see a lot of arbitrage bots. And you're going to see a lot of burning. Does that make sense? Sorry.
Oh, it makes total sense, bro. But like Gugod says, what's alien is almost barely indistinguishable from magic, and that's what we're going to be seeing here. Arbitrage, bot, magic, sales tax, magic. This thing is playing out just like it should. And we told you guys at the beginning of the 8-week mint phase, this protocol was built to capture the TitanX value and store it out over time. So you know what? That's exactly what's getting done. And I'm still real bullish on that TitanX chart and the way it sits right now. So I would imagine that this protocol is going to play out very nicely with these LPs.
I agree, man. And if we just go back here to the burn, so right now we got about 42K in the burn on the TitanX side. That's going to keep rocking and rolling going on in the foreseeable future. And then on the core, we got about 71K in the core, and that's going to keep burning out into the future. So if that returns to all-time highs, if TitanX returns to all-time highs, there's a good chance that Inferno is going to be worth close to 140K. And then that time, what did I say in the TitanX burn? Was it 40K? Yeah, and that's going to be about 84K. So look, the core side is going to continue to burn. And so when this burn gets exhausted and the core gets exhausted, then there's going to be that buy and sales tax, which is just going to burn Alien X between those 8 to 10 pairs. So overall, the setup with Alien X is perfect. LP'd at the bottom. Everything's ready to go. Let's just take a look at the price. What's the market cap right now? Got market cap about 415K. And then we do TitanX. So if you guys just take a look at what's going on, since the start of the protocol, it's been slowly gradual floor going up versus Alien X. So it's actually been maintaining a peg just a little bit above TitanX, which means when Hart's Law comes into full effect, it's going to do its thing. Yeah, man. So I think that's all I got for Alien X. And as for, strategy or whatever, if you just want to get in and take a position, that's up to you. If you want to get in the mint phase to support the project protocol, completely up to you. But like I said, I want to write off Alien X. Since TitanX topped out, built up the LPs, got everything ready to go. The core is going to do its thing and burn as much of the supply as possible. And then after that, it's still going to be deflationary. But once the core gets exhausted. And the one thing I want to say is I think the burn will probably go for, I think, about a month after the end of the mint phase. And then the core, it takes about 0.88% of whatever's in here and burns it onto the future. So it's going to be burning Alien X for, I did the math on this. If I recall, it's going to be up until, I believe, April or May. There's always going to be some sort of burn pressure. It's going to be an extremely slow burn in the foreseeable future. So, yeah, man. So anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, that's simple enough, man. And it's just good to see this thing get through its 8-week mint cycle and see what it can do.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome. All right. What else? All right. Let's get over to the TitanX price chart because I'm pretty sure all you guys want me to talk about TitanX, and I will do it. Now, when I post price charts on TitanX, I post it when I see something big or like a big move that's about to happen or something big is about to go on. I see a lot of people, they're always constantly posting very speculative price charts. Like I've seen a couple of people say, oh, TitanX is going to come down here and then it's going to do a cup and a handle, bring, test it, pass it, bound, out. I don't do that stuff. That's called speculative TA. The best chartists go based off of what they see in the chart at the time, because there's two ways you can interpret this chart. You can say, okay, this is going to form a cup and handle, come up here, then boom, see you later. Or if you zoom in here, what do you see? What do you see on this chart? What's
What do
this?
I see?
This and this. What do you see in this pattern?
That's
Right
a
here.
head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders, which is going to be bearish, which
Yes.
means it could come down to its low. So the main point I'm trying to say is when it comes to TA, you don't want to get too speculative. And that's why I see what really messes people up is because they try to do these crazy scenarios or whatnot. So my style of TA is I look at all the indicators and I assess it, take a double check on the macro, see what's going on. And then based on what all the indicators say, I come to a conclusion. So I use like 7 to 8 indicators. I just don't use 1 or 2. See, does that make sense?
Absolutely, bro.
So here's what I was seeing when I posted a chart originally. So we were coming up here and coming up here. Now, I'm really glad this chart pattern formed because I always talk about Elliott wave triangles, right?
Of course, never see it again.
Now, there's bullish and then there's bearish Elliott wave triangles. This is a great example of a bearish Elliott wave triangle that came in. So basically, when you're doing these Elliott wave triangles, so for example, this is a bullish one, this is a bearish one. The only difference is it's where it's coming from. So this came up and was basically going in a positive uptrend, formed that barrier Elliott wave triangle, then broke up. This came down from a negative downtrend, formed that Elliott wave triangle, then broke down. So when I posted this chart, I said the next move is going to happen. And right here at point E, boom, and then started trading sideways. So right now we broke down on a bearish Elliott wave triangle, which means right now we're trading sideways. That's the big point I'm just trying to get across. Why are we trading sideways? You want to take a guess?
There's several different reasons why I think I could speculate, but I want to hear what you've got to say because I just want to get to it.
Buy and burn. So V1 buy and burns out. Not sure what's going to happen with the V2 buy and burn. The hyper buy side liquidity got turned down a little bit, and then Dragon X is just sitting on the sideline, ready to do its thing. So the reason why I'm saying, based on that just little macro outlook, I suspect it's going to trade sideways until we start to see something big happen. We got Shogun coming out. Shogun is burning a lot of TitanX, but in my opinion, the buy and burn is going to be the key for our next leg up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I mean, we pretty much achieved the same analysis through different indicator methods, and I used about 4 different indicators in mine as well, and I came to the same exact conclusion on November 8th that TitanX was going to be on its way down. There was going to be a final shakeout, and that it was going to trade sideways for some time. So I'm still calling that, seeing that, and like you said, it needs that catalyst. Because right now in the TitanX ecosystem, I believe the sentiment is extremely bearish. So that's just what I'm seeing. So hate me for it if that's what you think. But
yeah, I mean, you're just being honest, man, and I do agree. But you know, ultimately, what to expect. So we did break down out of this triangle, and you know, a good way to get a target here. If you guys ever want like a quick target, you come here, come to where we broke down. I give you a rough estimate of how low we can go. So we came down here, shorten it a little bit. Actually, no, you go from the point of breakout. My apologies. So the point of breakout. So you come to the point of breakout, and then boom, came in, broke down, went a bit lower, bullish engulfing candle. So boom. So that's a good if you're into leverage trading, that's a good way to leverage trade. But basically, main point I'm just trying to get across is I'm just gonna shoot straight from the hip here. Where's the channel? Where my channel at? Parallel channel. Your box of opportunity is going to be just right here. It's probably going to trade sideways from here on out, unless you see a major whale capitulation. And then we'll go through to the next catalyst. And like I said, you know, Shogun X28 is doing its thing, burning a bunch of TitanX, but we probably need to see another major catalyst before we start moving. So yeah, man, that's what I expect. Let's look at some fib levels. So we broke down, came in, got front ran. Oh, actually, let me go to the point of breakout. Yeah, I'll probably put the point of breakout about right here. So it came in, got front ran by the 0.88, touched the 0.786, came up, and now we're just consolidating between the 0.618 and the 0.786. So yeah, as of right now, man, just trading sideways. We could go a little bit lower. The one thing I will say is what charts like to do, you see this massive wick coming down. What I typically see on a lot of these charts is a lot of these wicks love to get filled on bigger projects, and TitanX is a very big project. So, sometimes it's healthy to come down, fill in that wick, and then come back up. But it doesn't always always happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So that is within the realm of possibility, but in my opinion, trading between that 6 zeros and 9.7 and 6 zeros and a 5.2 until we move to the next thing. So any thoughts on that?
No, great call, bro. That's the correction wave right there.
Yeah. So I mean, technically we're in wave 2 now, if you want to say it. Because this followed the Wyckoff schematic to a T, but then we got to that November time frame, Beinberg got exhausted and then dropped down, and then we had a whale capitulation, then we had the stakes come out and whatnot. So you win some, you lose some.
I mean, still sitting at a higher floor than ending in September, so really, it's not in a bad state.
Yeah, I'll probably put it like right here. Yeah, it's about 2x. I mean, technically, if you want to, you can come down here to this wick, but I guarantee that was the Beinberg that bought that. Yeah, so they're about a 2 to 3x up, so no big deal. So, yeah, guys, overall, I mean, on the outlook with TitanX, man, still bullish, still projects coming out. There's millions of projects, and I can barely keep up with, to be honest with you. So, check out the Mo. The Mo's always covering a different project every day. Yeah, man. So cool, good stuff. All right, so let's come over to Shogun.win. All right, so the thumbnail said Shogun. You guys want me to talk about Shogun, so I will talk about Shogun for you. I'm going to skip around, and maybe I might just go straight to the meat and the cheese. But if you guys don't know, Shogun has very similar mechanics to Volt. It's got a 28-day, 24-hour auction. You got 100 million tokens that are going to be put up for distribution. And if you come down here, you look at the auctions, you see a breakdown of where all that X28 is going to be used. 69% of that X28 gets used to buy Shogun. And what it'll do, it'll put 8% into liquidity webs, 28% gets burned forever, and then 64% goes into the war chest. Now, the war chest is basically an auction that opens up into the future that you can go in and bid for more Shogun. What this is going to do is it's going to continue to refill the buy and burn so that it has more funds to continue to burn supply in the foreseeable future. So it's like almost an everlasting buy and burn, so to speak, as long as the protocol still has product market fit. 20% of the X20 that enters gets burned forever. So X28 is deflationary. 8% gets sent into liquidity webbing, and then 3% gets X28 gets into Genesis that you have no expectations. And then there's a couple other stuff about liquid TitanX and yada yada yada. I want to get into the liquidity webbing because this is my biggest question when it comes to the tax distribution. So the war tax, there's 8% transfer tax, buy, sells, transfer, and 8% of the Shogun from the war tax to be used for liquidity webs for build on TitanX ecosystem projects. 20% of the war tax gets burned forever. 64% of the war tax gets bought and sent to the war chest for future perpetual auctions. So this is the big question everybody keeps asking me. Chris, why is there an 8% tax? Well, I'll tell you why there's an 8% tax. Because it's the same reason why Alien X has a 2.08% tax. It's the same reason why PTGC has I believe it was like a 5 or 5.5% tax. There's a reason why Inky has I believe it's like a 4 to 5% tax. I can't keep up all these taxes. All the popular projects on Pulse chain that we're part of, there is a tax. So I'm going to draw this out once, and then we'll call it all good in the hood. So let's say we have, I can make this a little bit bigger. Say we got X28 right here, right? X28, and then we got show. I'm gonna call it SG, Shogun. I'm not gonna write that all out. I can barely spell in and of itself. So
Hey, SG is good, bro. I got it. I got you.
all right, so say we got Shogun over here, and then say we got a pool with, well, Alien X is kind of hard to write out, but I got mad love for my Alien X. And then let's say we have DBX. And then we'll just keep at that. So Shogun is creating a liquidity web with all of these projects. SG, Dragon X. Now, the main thing that it has right here, 8% tax on everything.
Arbitrage bot magic.
Exactly. So when you start to see money right here, when you see, so X28 is connected to TitanX, which for the sake of this, I'm going to draw this out here. So you got TitanX, which equals X28, right?
Yep.
So simple. Makes so much sense. So when money comes into TitanX, my God, bro, this thickness thing is driving me crazy. So it goes into TitanX. Let me try a highlighter. Screw the highlighter. All right. And then from TitanX, it goes into X28. X28 goes up. Now, when X28 goes up, that means the price of Shogun might go to, oh my God. Let's say 0.01, right? So the price goes up to 0.01, and then let's say this is at 0.0001, right? So what's going to happen is an arbitrage bot's going to be like, holy cow, that's a 10x. I'm going to buy it here and then sell it in here. When it buys that, you pay an 8% tax. The 8% tax burns Shogun, sends a little bit to the war chest, and then use a little bit more for liquidity webs. And then it'll do the same thing with Dragon X. And this one, let's say this one is 0.0001. And they're going to be like, oh my God, it's 100x arbitrage trade, which probably is not going to happen. But for this diagram, we're going to keep it that way. 8% tax, and the same thing goes on. So basically what's going to happen here with this liquidity web is you got all these LPs, and they're all burners for Shogun. Not only are they burners, but they're feeding the war chest, which is an auction, to sell more Shogun through a smart contract so that it can feed the buy and burn. So it's like an infinity loop. And what's crazy also on top of that is in order to mint X28, you use TitanX, and half of the TitanX used to mint X28 is used to burn X28, and then makes TitanX more scarcer. So the main point I'm trying to say is the reason why there's an 8% tax is to get after the arbitrage bots. And it's used to make this thing hyper deflationary and to burn a bunch of TitanX off the market. Are you still tracking what I'm saying here?
Dude, yeah, dude. There's so many feedback loops, but the big point is that 8% tax y'all are freaking out about is beneficial to you. It incentivizes a sell, but these robots, they don't recognize, I guess, that they're paying these taxes when maybe they are because it makes sense to arbitrage these plays, but it seems like a fat tax on the robots to me.
Yeah, basically that's all it is. It's taxing these arbitrage bots, and all it's doing is it's making TitanX scarce, and it's also benefiting a lot of these protocols. For example, that volume that goes into Alien X, the arbitrage bots has to pay that 8% tax on Shogun, and also has to pay that 2% tax on Alien X. So it's like a double tax, right? Yep. So it's going to be beneficial to a lot of these other protocols, because as the value of this goes up, it's going to bring up Dragon X, it's going to bring up Alien X, Hyper, Inferno, whatever project protocol you like. So overall, I like Shogun. It's a great setup. Now, the one thing I want to say, there is a downside to 8% tax. I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything's going to be magical and there's going to be flowers and we're all going to live in Disneyland. I'm not going to do that. The biggest problem that we're going to incur with 8% tax is gas fees, right? So you got to think, when we get through this market, where do you think gas fees are going to go?
It's going to just be parabolic.
It could, but keep in mind we got layer 2s now. So like base is killing it. Optimism, Arbitrum. I know a lot of people hate on these L2s, but they're actually helping out Ethereum really, really well. And then Blast is also crushing it. So right now, gas fees, I think I paid like $30 for a transaction the other day. I saw it get as high as like $40. So, and this is just for swaps. So when gas fees start coming in, it's gonna make that fee pretty high. And I don't know if we're gonna get up to $500 swap fees, right? If you're in the last market, you probably heard about this. The question is, will the layer 2s be able to handle, be able to take on some of that volume? And from my indication, it is. So if gas fees get really high, it's gonna have a little bit of an impact when it comes to Shogun. So this is going to open up for development for what's another way to, I don't know, transfer Shogun. Maybe they do like an NFT collection like they did with Dragon X, the hybrid NFTs. So you take your tokens, you mint an NFT, and you can sell in an NFT market. Or I don't know, maybe there'll be some other solution. But that's the one thing. Like everything in Shogun is perfect. It's great. But the big thing that you guys want to pay attention to is the gas fees. If the gas fees stay low, don't worry about it. If they get high, well, it's going to be a little bit different piece. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, bro. It makes me wonder what's the total accumulative tax on the tax tokens in the TitanX ecosystem.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of from random and from out there, and you might not be able. You'd have to have a lot of variables to make a calculation with that. But it's interesting to know that there's a lot of these tag tokens in the ecosystem, and ultimately they all feed back into the same web.
Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, and don't get me wrong. Also, that gas fee, it's gonna impact Alien X as well. But keep in mind, Alien X has a little bit lower of a tax, so it's definitely a little bit lower. But if you look on Pulse Chain, a lot of those tax tokens, you do have to pay somewhat of a higher fee on gas as well. So we'll just have to see, man. In my opinion, if we stick around $30 to $40, I wouldn't even worry about gas fees in this instance. I mean, we're almost getting to all-time highs, and gas fees have been somewhat reasonable. So,
Nice.
Cool. All right. Anything else on Shogun?
No, that was good. That was good analysis, man. I like that. Shogun's gonna be getting burnt into oblivion. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's see if we got anything going on. Chris is jealous that Maddie invited me to his P-Don conference when Chris dropped all the alpha. That's all right. I think conferences are kind of stupid anyway. So, oh man,
No holds, bro. No holds, bro.
I was kidding. Yeah. Well, actually, I did see that. So check this out. Maddie basically fudded P-Die to oblivion, and then now he's starting a conference. So I don't really understand it. I mean,
I guess we can only be happy for people that finally decide to take the clear pill, even if they are late to the game. I mean, really, honestly, bro. Hopefully he got a bag. Not everyone's gonna listen to our channel, so this channel is reserved for the smartest people in crypto. That's what I believe. So hey, and that's not me. It's you guys.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how, in the beginning, we took the punches for that project protocol. And then we also took the punches for, TitanX. When TitanX first started off, a lot of people were sketched out about talking about it. We talked about it. We took the punches. We got to call every name in the book. And then it blew up. Everybody started talking about it. And then PDI, we did a live stream. We did a video. We fought with people on Twitter. And then now it blew up. And then now you got these guys coming in at the end when it's all cool and stuff to talk about it, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're fanboys." So actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I put up a really phenomenal tweet that I want to read out to all you guys.
Yeah, I'll go over that one. I like that one because you guys need to realize that, Chris and I, if we've got conviction about something, it's for good reason. We've got good reasoning. We don't share our good reason with everybody, but we've got good reasoning behind plays that you see us tweet about over and over and talk about over and over on stream. We can't overwhelm you with every single thing that's in the wallet. You would be your brain, you would spontaneously combust. So the conviction is strong.
Yeah, so here it says, here's what we tweeted out. It takes guts to show a project below a $1 million market cap. I've seen a few big accounts brag about watching a certain project for 6 months and chilling it hardcore at the top. It's cool to promote your bags, but clout chasing proves you'll never be a leader. And I stand by that. So, the big point is, this happened with PTGC. It happened with PDI. It's going to happen with TitanX when one of these big accounts come along. And it just is what it is, man. A lot of these guys, they come in at the end when it's all safe and stuff and be a follower, be a clout chaser. But at the end of the day, they'll never be a leader. I know it. You know it. And everyone here knows it. Anybody who denies it's just delusional. So
Hey, that's how you win in crypto, bro. Like, it makes sense to make safe bets on billion-dollar market caps, things that are exceeding banks' market caps. But look, you got to get in on some things early and do your research. So that's where we've been, and that's what we've been trying to bring you guys.
yes, sir. Time to buy TitanX, bearish cement, and a bull run is to be bought. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I agree, man. Like, this is the time to get like TitanX, not financial advice. TitanX, like DragonX, like you guys are going crazy over DragonX. Nobody's talking about it. Actually, that's a good point that Goo got brought up. Really good point.
I love the chart right now. I love the TitanX chart right now, bro. It looks so good. That's all I can say. You don't know by now. You got to just learn it.
Let's look at the DragonX chart, right? So don't get me wrong, it's hard it got really difficult to chart DragonX because so basically you see these Elliott wave triangles, right? They played out to a T every single time. Let me take this off. Oh, wait. I keep messing this up. There we go. Okay. That's a lot better. So these triangles were playing out so well. And then we get into right here. This area right here, it was just trading sideways the entire time. And then goes down. So this was like Hydra, Morpheus, AwesomeX, and a bunch of other protocols. So it got insanely hard, difficult. Now here's the funny part. Oh yeah, and this one right here, this was Volt. Like when Volt was going crazy, people were candle chasing right here. This dump was because of Volt. so I just want to make something clear. Everybody was screaming DragonX up here, but now it's coming down to its local high right here. And it's sitting at what's the market cap? A $30 million market cap. So while everyone's like freaking out and going crazy about it, I've been getting a little bit of a bag, just a little bit of a bag, just copying it very, very slowly. Because I guarantee you, when DragonX gets right up here, when it gets right here in this area, it gets into this resistance, you guys are going to be going absolutely nuts. You're going to be going crazy, and then Hydra comes in, and then all this stuff. So I want to put this out here. Nobody's talking about DragonX, which is why I like it, and this is why I've been honing in on it. Haven't seen many tweets about it. Eric has been doing Eric stuff. I don't know what he does nowadays, but I know he's been live streaming again. So overall, man, I'm pretty bullish on that. So I agree with Goo God. Now's the time to look at protocols. It's the same technologies, the same stuff. It's just everybody's so bearish and focused on PDI right now. So now we're coming over here. When everybody was going crazy about TitanX, nobody talked about Pulse Chain. We went over to Pulse Chain. We got some Inky. We got some more Aave. We got some more of everything. And now it's cool over there. So we're going to flip back and check out what's to go over here. What to get into over here. Sorry. Go ahead.
My bad. So you're saying because most of that resistance was manufactured resistance and that a lot of that energy is still in the ecosystem that when we go back to Dragon X to those tops in that resistance area, we're gonna blow past that resistance.
No, I'm saying that when we get to like this level right here, so 4 zeros and ones, actually, yeah, probably like right here. That's when people are gonna start talking about it right here.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Got you.
Because everybody was screaming about it over here. Bull comes in, then it comes back up, and then now it's down here. Nobody's talking about it. I'm saying everybody's going to be screaming about it and FOMOing in and going all crazy, and then we'll move up to our next target right here. So, and just in my opinion, just looking at the chart, I haven't applied the chart yet. I mean, we're at a major magnet right now. So look, we came down here, we touched the 0.786 perfectly, bounced off of it, and now we're trading sideways. So in my opinion, there is a chance we could come down, test this out again. That's going to be a great opportunity. But your box of opportunity is going to be at 5 zeros and 7 and 5 zeros and a 4-3. And then we get back up here, you guys are going to be screaming about it, and
FOMOing in.
that's what it is, FOMOing in. So good stuff. All right, let's see what else we got here. Dude and I are launching stacks on E280. Sounds good, guys. Excited for the live stream. 6% on Alien. Okay, so that's the tax, and then 5% on Inky and PTGC. Good stuff. All right. Is Alien X linked to the PTGC universe over on Pulse-Chain? Yes. Thank you. Oh yeah, by the way, shout out to Jukes the Great. He's been doing a lot of TikTok videos. New and upcoming content creator. Guys, please go follow my man over here. Support him. I believe he was doing a couple live streams. He's been doing a great job. So shout out to you, my man. So let me show you what's being built on Pulse-Chain, because we literally said in the beginning. Shout out to Jukes, man. Completely forgot about that. All right, I gotta take his comment down so you can see it. So if I come over here to Alien X, we've got Alien X on Pulse-Chain, slowly building the liquidity real quick. We got Alien X with A1A. Let me zoom in a little bit. So let me zoom in. We got it with Ink. All right, now it's glitching out in the matrix. All right. We got Rat BTC. We got some Atropa. We got PDI 808. We even got Alien X and Dragon X paired up on Pulse-Chain. What a concept. We got Alien X and Alien. We got, you can't really see it here. Let's see if I can move us to the side. We got Inky and Alien X paired up right here. So Alien X is having a lot of tokens come on to Pulse-Chain, and we're building the Alien X Inky and Alien cross-chain liquidity web. Alien X will have a good position on Pulse-Chain. It's going to be a great place to build out liquidity pools with PDI, Wrap BTC, and everything. Alien X will be a multi-chain token between Ethereum and Pulse-Chain, and it's going to be really great. What a concept. So we got multiple LPs. It's going to be awesome. And now what's crazy is, you all right, man? You look about to die.
Yeah, bro, that was just classic, bro. That was just classic, bro. I just, you can read my mind. Go ahead.
I got you. You look like Goo got after he got rugged on a meme coin. I'm just kidding.
Hey, look, bro, rug me once, baby. That's what I'm talking about. But here at the verse, bro, we're bringing that ox energy. That's all you need to know.
We're all about getting rugged here on the verse.
That's right. That's right. We love it, bro. We've been rugged by influencers, by devs, by everybody. But you know what? We could take the heat, baby. The advancing inferno blaze. Let's go.
You know what? We're so crazy. We go to the bar and we ask every girl at the bar to rug us. That's how committed to this we are.
That's right. If you walk straight up here and she doesn't know how to rug pull you, bro, she's out. Red flag.
Oh man, dude, somebody's gonna clip that. Somebody's gonna clip that.
Ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you heard of FTX? Did you keep your coins in FTX? Because if not, We're not gonna work out.
Hey, baby,
I
you're at.
only hold I only hold my coins on exchanges like Celsius and FTX and BlockFi.
Nah, dude, just go up there and just be like, "Hey, you want to ruin my life like FTX did?"
She'll be the one when she gets the joke. I got it. I got it.
Oh, yeah, that's so funny. All right, but all jokes aside, so basically, what's going to happen with this setup? Give me 1 second. So you're going to have AlienX on Pulse and once Pulse starts to do its thing, and the Hart's law comes into full effect, there's a good chance that the price of AlienX is going to rise, and then you're going to have one set price on Ethereum. So there's going to be a cross-chain arbitrage opportunity. So that means if the price of AlienX rises on Pulse Chain, then you can go onto Ethereum, buy AlienX, bring over to Pulse Chain, and then sell it for a higher price on Pulse Chain. And it's vice versa from Pulse Chain to Ethereum. So by making this cross-chain liquidity pool, it's opened up the possibilities for AlienX, and I'm excited about this, dude. And what's crazy about this is you take all those tokens from Ethereum and put it onto Pulse Chain, it's actually going to reduce the amount of AlienX tokens within the TitanX ecosystem, increase the value of the buy and burn, and also, just help out the protocol in general. So I think it's genius. We're building thick LPs with TitanX and all sorts of protocols on this side. And yeah, man, so it's definitely a great place. And then also, if you're on Pulse Chain, and this is another big talking point that I needed to mention. We'll make this extra long for y'all. So let's say we have a pool with AlienX and TitanX, and this is on Pulse Chain, by the way. Pulse Chain, not Ethereum. So Pulse Chain, right? I almost spelled Pulse Chain wrong. So this is a liquidity pool, and say you pair up your tokens right here. Depending on how much you do, say you have like $50 on this side, $50 on this side, and you pair it up. When you have arbitrage bots come in, you're actually going to earn fees from those arbitrage bots on Pulse Chain, and that's how people are making bank right now. So this is also a great arbitrage opportunity. Plus, the gas fees are down, and they're very low. So, in my opinion, this is a great place to make some passive income. It's also a great new ecosystem, so it can blow up. So overall, I haven't seen many tokens like take this approach, like building a cross-chain liquidity web, and that is AlienX next evolution. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I've heard of anything else similar to it. Maybe besides, was it Dumble?
What do you mean?
Was Dumble trying to do a cross-chain liquidity web from Sol to Pulse?
Yeah, well, yeah, they were
But
trying to do it. I don't think they built it.
right, which is why I'm just curious if this is pure blockchain ingenuity that we're discussing here.
Well, yeah, to a degree. I mean, you can go through the bridge and bridge your TitanX over through the Pulse Chain bridge, and then you just take your TitanX on the other side, and then you can just pair up with liquidity pool. So it's not that much heavy work, but the foundation for Inky and Alien needed to be built, and because they're tied in heavily with Inky and Alien, then it's going to get a nice price floor built on Pulse Chain already. Does that make sense?
Love it, bro. Love it, man. Super exciting stuff. Great time to be alive. We're lucky any of this stuff even works.
What a concept. All right.
What concept?
Shout out Pump G. Awesome. Good to see you, my man. Always love the support. 66%. Yeah. So is AlienX linked to the PTGC universe over Pulse Chain? Yes, it is plugged into the PTGC, Inky, and Alien. Inky and Alien's like a sub ecosystem under PTGC. So that's where AlienX is going to be included. But the grand scheme of things is to support all the protocols within the PTGC universe. All right. Shout out to Smoothing Crypto. He's got Flare coming out. Good to see you, my brother. Guys, please check out Flare. Shout out to Smoothing Crypto. He's got an awesome protocol. Guys, please check him out. Show the support. Shogun is only getting 20% gains in auction. Seems kind of low. You'd be lucky to get 20% on the stock market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, and that's the thing people think about crypto, bro. Like, especially this thing's brand new too. Like, none of this stuff is going to happen overnight. You're watching blockchain infrastructure get laid out in front of your eyes now. This is infrastructure that is being put in before the buy and burn has happened. So you're lucky to get any gains right now, bro. Like, that's just the way that I see it. I see gains when I see blood in the streets. So, that's just kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah, but I mean, 20% is good, is what I'm getting across. Because, like, let's say you take that $500, you put into SP 500, you might get 5 or 6% on the year. So when it comes to ROIs, I get like, the 10x, 20x. I mean, that's fun and all. And that's going to go away really, really quick after this market. Like, I think next market, dude, I was talking to Guga about this. Like, 10x's are going to be common, but it's going to be one of those things where you'll be lucky to get 100x. That's how I see the next
Don't
market.
doubt it. The wild, wild west ending in crypto this market. So I that's my prediction as well.
Yes, sir. And then Alien X main LP on Pulse Chain is with Inky. Yes, sir, it is. And we're just going to continue to build this liquidity web. We're going to build it from the ground up, and it's going to be beautiful. And hey, man, we got the invasion. Remember the mission. We're going to absolutely dominate, and the earth is hollow. So I'm just
That's right.
kidding. No, don't demonetize us. I can't say that. So it's not hollow. It's
Facing
round.
reality, baby. Facing reality, baby.
20% in 2 years worth of gains in the stock market. 2 really good years at that. So yeah, there you go. So I agree. All right. Awesome. What else? I guess what's left now is just getting the BTC charts and then just keep rocking and rolling. You got anything else, man?
Nah, dude,
On that stuff.
we're kicking back right now, bro. This is good.
All right. So let's do a quick screen share. And let's talk about BTC. And see where are we at right now. All right, so hold on. I want to be able to see the chart. All right, can you see it?
I can see the chart.
All right, so I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I got way too much stuff going on right now. So let's go on the daily and just take a look at the daily. So we didn't really get that much of a Thanksgiving price dump. So that was just a little bit of speculation. Thanksgiving was right here. So one thing that I saw that was going on, let's put this line in black. Put this line in black. Actually, let's get rid of that line. So we were actually right now, what I'm seeing is we're actually forming an Elliott wave triangle. Why is that important? And why do I have a line right here? I got way too many lines going on. Sorry, guys. I did not clean this up before I came in here. Let's get rid of that. All right. So this is forming an Elliott wave triangle in the daily. Why is that important? Because this is actually extremely bullish. We just had a massive wick down to 91K. That was obviously a manipulated market flush right here. And then now we're zooming back up and coming back into this triangle. So in my opinion, if we come back down, that could technically be defined as, actually, I'll probably put this as point E. And then we're at D right here. So we have two options. We come back down, we touch 93K one more time, and then boom, zip off, and then probably hit our next target. Now, with this Elliott wave triangle, you can classify this as a flag. So if I come here and I just trace the quote unquote flag pool, depending on from where we break out, that would mean that our next move is going to be about 130K if we break out that flag. So I'm going to put this right here. 130K target. 130K target. So that's what we can expect if we break out of this flag. So in my opinion, I don't really see us going that much lower. So just taking a look at all this stuff, we still got this flag. Came up, tested the breakout, went up. So we'll get rid of this flag, call it good to go. came across. This was the all-time high. Tested that out, so we're gonna get rid of that. Good to go. Now, this is the previous local high right here coming across. So I'm gonna leave that here because that is within the realm of possibility. If we fail to break out this triangle, we could come down and hit 73K, but I highly doubt that. We are in a bull market, so testing that extreme low, there has to be a catastrophic event to happen. There's got to be a black swan event, and you can't bet on black swan events. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So yeah, thinking bullish.
Yeah. So overall, man, on the daily and on the short-term time frame, play out this LA triangle, blow up. Now let's take a look at the weekly. So weekly is interesting because if you see this little red candle right here,
Yep.
that is a doji. So let me get rid of this real quick. You see, this is a big doji coming down. So typically that means a bearish reversal. So that could be one of two things. That could be this wick coming all the way down and then coming back up, or that could be that hit at 73K. But I think last time we were in that type of instance with that doji was down back here in on the I believe second week of October, came up. We got a red hammer, then we got a shooting star doji at the bottom, and then bullish engulfing candle. So in my opinion, I think this doji already played out, and then we're getting primed for the next leg up. So overall, extremely bullish. So weekly looks good. We did have a monthly close that we have yet to talk about. So let's talk about it. So look at that, man. We got your favorite trading pattern, which is
the three white soldiers.
three white soldiers. Beautiful. So we got 1, 2, 3. Boom. See you later. So from Thanksgiving holiday, this is the big thing I want to say. So November, green. So we got November, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after 6 months from November, that's when we hit the top. That's a date we want to pay attention to. So let's see if I can get that line back. See if I can get that line back. All right, cool. So we got that Thanksgiving holiday right here on that red line. So we have 1. So that's December. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be within the March to April time frame, which actually coincides to where we put this. Dude, look at that. All time. We drew this like it must have been like 7 months ago, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and it's documented. So, bro,
It's happening, man. It's getting
it
close.
says Chris and Trey buy Bugatti here. Damn it, Chris!
I had no idea Bugatti costed $5 million.
I'm so frugal, Chris.
Dude, yeah, bro. I know nothing about cars. All I know about cars is how to do an oil change and maybe like just like the small stuff. I don't know anything about cars. Like I just learned what a Maybach was like 8 months ago. So gotcha. So cool, good stuff.
Oh, the Mo's talking. Hang on, the Mo has entered the chat. First off, shout out to the Mo. Okay, but
well,
yeah, bro.
This is probably on YouTube. So it's 44 watching on YouTube. So we probably have a little bit more on X. So right now we got 234, but the Mo has a very great point, guys. Please share the space out. Continue to like. The more you share this out, the more people we can get in here, guys. So yes, thank you. Shout out to the Mo, and guys, please check him out. He's a homie. So good stuff.
We've
All
got
right.
project coverage for days.
Yes, sir. So overall, guys, just taking a look at Bitcoin, the monthly is looking really good. And then what we have 12. Can we do 3 months? Do we have a 3-month indicator? Yes. So
yeah.
Was that September? This starts in January. Okay, never mind. So we don't have a 3-month to look at. So all right, cool. Yeah, so that's Bitcoin. Any last thoughts on Bitcoin before we keep moving?
Looking slick, bro.
All right. All right, Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. So, what happened with Bitcoin dominance? Right around November 21st, it just started dropping, which means we're actually about to go through altcoin season. It's going to be crazy. And we had a little bit of doji, came back up, came back down. So it looks like there's a massive rotation right into altcoins. Now, if you look at the Bitcoin price chart, this thing's just going up. And you look at Bitcoin dominance, this thing's going down. It's not making any sense, right?
No, maybe.
No, it doesn't make any sense if you look at the Bitcoin price chart. But the thing we need to look at is tether dominance, which
There you go.
unfortunately I deleted all my lines. So I need to redraw them.
Did you have it on a different chart than the daily?
No, I was doing a post and I had to delete them and I forgot to put them back on. So it's no biggie. It's no biggie. So trying to remember where I put these flag lines. Let's go into the weekly. Yeah, so this one, this one's probably, man, I cannot remember where I put these lines. All right, so this one goes about right here. Right here. And this one comes down about right here. So this is where we're sitting. So we had a massive bear flag, and then we started coming down. So when we started to see this come down, we started hitting some major psychological levels, right? So first one is probably going to be about right here. Then we got another one about right here. And then we probably have another one. No, I don't want to put that one right there. You could probably say one right here. And then one about right here. And then one about, let's say right here. So long story short, we started breaking down on Bitcoin, on tether dominance. And so what this is telling me is because of this breakdown, what people are doing is they're actually skipping Bitcoin and they're rolling into altcoins. And that's why we have this breakdown on Bitcoin dominance coming down. It's because people are going from can you see me? Did I glitch out? Hello?
They said because people are going from what?
Because people are going from Bitcoin dominance straight from tether straight into altcoins. That's why it's doing what it's doing right now. So
would it make sense that people that made Bitcoin gains over their initial investments could be pulling profits and out of the system and not really hurting the Bitcoin price?
yeah, small fish, but not big fish.
Okay.
Nothing big enough. I mean, the goal with like Bitcoin, for example, is it goes up, does a blow off top right here. So it does a blow off top. And then once it breaks down, that's when altcoins start to rise because people take the money. So, for example, the top right here was on April 12th. And so we come over here to Ethereum. I don't want to put the chart on because it'll take a minute. So, and then this one right here was on May 10th. So Ethereum topped out a month after Bitcoin tops out. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah,
Because
love that.
money rotated into that. And then from the Ethereum top, it rotated into smaller beta plays on Ethereum. So I think the main point I'm just trying to get across is with the breakdown in Bitcoin dominance, most of this money right here is coming from Tether stable coins, which means once we get that rotation coming in from Bitcoin, bro, this thing's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be absolutely nuclear. So
Yeah, this dominance chart's just gonna free fall downwards.
yes, sir. So awesome. Any thoughts on that before we move on to next one?
That's spectacular, bro. Great analysis, man. I like that. Nothing further needs to be added to that, I don't think, man.
Okay, cool. So let's get into ETH. Look at that, dude. ETH looks like it's about to go absolutely nuclear. So, right off the bat, what I can see right here, we got a cup, and then we got a handle, and we got a clear breakout. So, where is this going? So, if we break out, oh, I actually did test that one out. Yeah, man. So, this thing right now, what this is saying is this is actually going to go all the way to all-time highs. This is actually going to go test all-time highs. So this pattern right here alone, right here, this is saying the price of Ethereum is going to go up and test the all-time high of ETH right over here. So basically, long story short, Ethereum is back in full blast. And for all you clowns that said ETH was dead and was a security, you're wrong, and you lost all credibility. But long story short, that was kind of mean. But main point I'm trying to get across is we're going to start to see Ethereum do its thing. I personally think Ethereum is going to go anywhere from 10 to 12K, and it's going to continue to explode. And once Ethereum explodes, TitanX is going to run. ETH betas are going to run, meme coins are going to run, coins are going to run. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Now, I'll come over here to ETH BTC. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely. I don't know what this line is. So right here, if you guys take a look at this, we have, I believe, was that the 50? Yeah. So the 50 EMA came down here, came up here, blew past it, touched EMA, and now we're starting to break out. So what we're starting to see, and this is ETH versus Bitcoin, right? So this is the price of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. It's telling me right now Ethereum is going up versus Bitcoin, which is telling me that there's money going into Ethereum right now and nobody is seeing it. This is a clear bottom indicator. You can say this is an Adam and Eve. You can also say this is a cup and handle. So we're about to get a breakout on Ethereum, which means Ethereum is going to come up here and test its local high. So, yep, ETH's ready to go, man. And once we see these two lines connect right here, that's going to be considered golden cross, and it's go time. So, any questions or thoughts on that?
No, man, altcoin season in full effect. It just sounds like people need to have a little bit of patience in the TitanX ecosystem specifically, because wouldn't you want those buy and burns to have the most amount of ETH in them?
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, well, I mean, just being honest, there's two ways you can look at it. So when it comes to those buy and burns, option A, if you wait, then you'll have more to burn on top of TitanX and whatnot. And then option B, if you let it just do its thing, then it's gonna be hard to get altcoin adoption. So the reason why Volt, DragonX, and Inferno exploded was because they came out when TitanX was going up, right?
Of course, yes.
So because they were going up and TitanX was going crazy, that's why the projects went crazy. You notice how was it Viper? So Viper came out, it's going through its adoption phase, and and it's a great project protocol. Shout out to Steve DeFi. He's a really great dev. And in my opinion, a project like that's going to explode once TitanX goes up. Same with AlienX, same with a lot of these protocols. So the question you got to ask yourself, well, the thing you got to consider is if the buy and burn is not active now, then you have more in the future. But if it's active now and we start seeing, TitanX do its thing, then the project altcoins do well. So it's a double-edged sword. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely.
So there's no clear answer, and it varies on a case by case basis. And yeah, man. So I'll leave it at that. So all right, now let's take a look at others. All right, so this is going to be the most important thing I want to show you guys. Others. I know you see it all over crypto Twitter. This is the most important chart you need to be paying attention to. I guarantee you 99% of you guys do not have a majority of your money in Bitcoin or Ethereum. You probably have it into some crazy project or some pixelated image of a monkey or Pepe or something. So what others indicates is how much money are in projects like TitanX, Pulse Chain, Bobo, all the favorite degen coins. Now, if we okay, sorry, I was about to say, I thought there was more data than that. I thought I was going cray. All right. So we zoom out and we just take a look at others. Let's look at it on the monthly. Where are we sitting at with others? So we came up to about 500 billion. So the market cap of others at the top of the last market came up to 500 billion and then crashed down to 71 billion. Damn, that's a lot of money, dude. Now, where can we project this out? Because that's going to be the big question. The question is, how big can this market get? And I'm going to put this in log real quick so I can get a clear projection. And I'm going to take it out of log and then put in auto. Boom. So if I come up here and we look at the retracement, how high this can go. So we got the 2.618, the 2, the 1.618, the 3.414, and then the 5.228. So the 5.28 saying that the others market cap can get as high. Oh, let me get rid of this. This can get as high as $2 trillion, and the 3.41 is at $1.6 trillion. Now, rather than just speculating on which one to look at, let's bring this down to the previous all-time high. And what this says was from the previous all-time high on others, we came up and we blew past the 5.28. You see that?
Yep.
Touched it, blew past it, and then came back down.
Mm-hmm.
So in my opinion, for this next one, keep in mind, what's that word where it's like, since it's been around, you're not likely to get more gains. God, facing reality in the last live stream.
The law of diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns, right? So in my opinion, I don't think we're gonna get as high as 5.28 because of diminishing returns. I would probably be targeting the 3.414 level. So that means we could probably see the top of the altcoin market in others. I would probably put it somewhere between 1.5 trillion. 1.7 trillion on the high end, might go a little bit higher, closer to 2 trillion, and then 1.2 trillion on the low end. That's what we can expect from this altcoin season. So as we get to that 1 to 1.2 trillion dollar mark, man, that's when you want to be like, okay, it's time to get out of the market. It's time to wrap this thing up, because that's the highest amount of money that's going to be in the ecosystem, and then people start cashing out, going into stables and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely, bro. Yeah.
So
that's such a great timing indicator. I love how you just went back, saw how high it went in the last market, and saw that it, going to that same spot in the next market is almost irrational. So to think 1.2 trillion could be in others is kind of crazy. So that makes me wonder what the overall total market cap is now. It's like 3 trillion. I was looking at it today.
Wait, total market cap of what?
Crypto overall.
It's probably like 3 trillion or something. I don't know.
3 trillion.
2, 3. It's on CoinGecko or Coin Market Cap, but I don't want to bring it up because it's going to load. But yeah.
Yeah, I just seen people throwing out crazy numbers about what they think the total overall market cap could be, and that screams super cycle to me, and that makes me want to run in the other direction.
Yeah, well, keep in mind this is the other, so it excludes the top 10. So It's going to be a
Wow.
lot.
Let me clarify. I'm just saying there's guys out there that think that crypto's possibly going to 10 trillion by the end of 2025, and I just think that's a little bit of a reach.
Yeah, I agree. So what do I see here on the others chart? I see a beautiful cup and handle. You can make a case for inverse head and shoulders. The target's going to be exactly the same. So if we trace that move, we come up here. It's saying that our first move up is going to be between 926 billion to about, I would say, 1 trillion. So we're probably gonna get a move very close to a bounce out to a 1 trillion in others, excluding the top 10, which is going to be huge for the entire industry. So yeah, that's what we're expecting. 930. Let me put some text on this. Give me some text. All right. 930 billion is going to be our first target. That's what I'm looking at right here on others. So beautiful. Now let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly, still forming that cup and handle. We already did the target on that. Still looks pretty good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautiful weekly green candles. Now, keep in mind, if you guys have been paying attention to the law of meme coins, if you get 7 of these candles, we might get a little bit of retracement. So one thing I will say is if we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get another week 6. I say 7. We test the all-time high on that 7 candle. Then boom, retrace, test the breakout. See you later. So I think we'll probably see altcoins go crazy at the end of this month, man. That's what I'm thinking. At the end of this month, you're going to see some crazy, crazy gains, in my opinion, not financial advice.
Hey, look, man, a lot of these developers, they want their communities to win, and especially in really special times like the month of December. So I would not be surprised to see many altcoins and particularly meme coins moon this month, bro.
Yes, sir. All right. So what else do I see on the chart? You see this right here? This yellow line and this red line?
At a golden cross.
It's a golden cross. So we just had a golden cross from the daily. So yeah, man, this is telling me that others is ready to freaking explode. So
Let's
all
go.
across the board, man, with that golden cross, because last time we had this golden cross in a situation like this, it was probably like right down here, right? So we hit that golden cross and then they didn't touch again until we got that first top right here. And that was the death cross. So in my opinion, because we just got that golden cross, we're not going to see these touch again until we get the death cross. If you see the death cross, you should consider getting out of the market. That is up to you. So not financial advice. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. Their charts you want to cover?
Dude, I don't. I think we've covered the macro to the fullest, my guy.
Yeah, I think we did. I mean, actually, there's actually one chart I want to take a look. I haven't even looked at this chart. I'm just curious.
The Binance chart.
Yeah, there's a meme coin we got in on Binance. I don't know. Holy cow, dude! This thing did this go into price discovery? Yo, wow, dude! I've been living under a rock. I had no idea this thing went into price discovery like 2 days ago. Wow. Yo. Wow, dude. Okay, I gotta do analysis on this real quick because I like Binance. I don't know why everybody hates on it, but I like it. So
Dude, Binance Smart Chain was literally it was like the sanctuary in 2022 and 2023, bro. Deep in the depths of the Binance Smart Chain.
yeah, I agree. All right. So I see a cup and handle, which is going to give us a breakout. So if we break out of this cup and handle, oh, look at that. Right at our breakout point right here. Told you so. I'm just kidding. So we're basically looking at about $1,110 price target. So let me get this out here. That's what we can expect for BNB. Somewhere right around here. I know I'm supposed to do like a range or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. So 110, that could be our price target for BNB. So this thing looks good. Flagged out, broke out the flag. Let's look at the weekly. It'd be easier to see it. Yeah, so right here we had a beautiful flag. Came here, broke out, tested the breakout. Boom, see you later. Price discovery broke down a little bit. In my opinion, we're probably coming back to the previous all-time high right here, testing that breakout. And the question is, after we test it out, do we go back down, test out the previous all-time high, or we come back out, W on out, and then go into our price target of right around $1,000? So, you know what? I got a better idea of how to do this. So this is our price target. Let's do this. It's gotta be a range, because then you're never gonna get. There you go. BNB price target. Boom. There you go. Nice little beautiful range. So somewhere between 1,000, 1,200 on this breakout. It's probably gonna be closer in between there at 111. Is what we're thinking. So yeah, man. So like I said, BNB looks good. Maybe in the next live stream we will tell you guys our special altcoin that we've been looking at. So
Yeah, I like that guy. Yeah, I like seeing B&B over there. Yeah, he's right. 2021. He's right.
gotcha.
It's all felt like a blur, the bear market.
The United States has $600 billion worth of gold. Oh wow, that's cool. That's awesome. Damn, we got that gold, man. I know China has a bunch too. If the top 20 countries in the world match that in Bitcoin that year, 10 trillion. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, 10 trillion is definitely on the play. It's definitely in play, in my opinion. I might need to look at the total market cap chart and just do like analysis on that and just see the breakdown. So good stuff.
Just go to my Twitter real quick and you can just look at it for 2 seconds.
I want to give a special shout out to our boy Rags to Riches. Oh wait, we need to talk about Morpheus.
Let's go.
Another project where we are associated with Morpheus. Oh my god, bro. I'm just thank you, Rags, for coming in.
Chris is tired. I think Chris hasn't slept in December either.
Yeah. But hey, I just want to guys say, please follow our boy Rags to Riches. Very humble, nice guy. Shout out to Build on Tech. If you guys have any project or need any sort of consulting in this space, they're really nice people. They're honest. They give you estimates and they shoot straight from the hip. And that's the type of people we love to network with. So guys, please follow Rags. Check out Build on Tech. And we're about to get into Morpheus. And the last thing, R2R, the verse taking over YouTube. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my man. Good stuff. Oh, bro, I completely forgot to. I completely forgot. I feel bad now. All right.
Hey, don't feel bad. We're here now. It's the finale, and we got 285 in here right now, more than we've had so far. So 28 and 5. I love that. That makes 33. That's great time to talk about Morpheus.
Yeah. So best way to think about this, Morpheus is a project protocol. Helping out Rags with. It's a protocol that absolutely love. The branding's awesome. Rags and his team did a great job of the rollout. The launch phase was phenomenal. And the best part is there's going to be an aggregator, and the aggregator is going to be used to benefit the Morpheus ecosystem. And not only is AlienX coming onto Pulse Chain, but we're also seeing a little bit of Morpheus being bridged over. You know, we're adding it to our little liquidity matrix on Pulse Chain, tying into Inky and Alien. So it's going to be AlienX, it's going to be Morpheus, it's going to be Inky, and then it's going to be Alien. It's going to be like a sub ecosystem under PTGC, but we're building out our own little thing. You know what I'm saying? So there's levels to this stuff. But hey, like I said, man, you know, we're going to take over Pulse Chain. So what's going on with Morpheus? This is really interesting because if you guys have been following me, I said, all right, here's a cup, here's a handle, and then here's a breakout. 5 zeros and a 5175. So what I noticed with these types of breakouts, you come up, you come down here, then you test it one more time, come back up, test it again, and keep testing this level. And then once we start to see the price go above, you back test it, and then that's when you're going to get the breakout. So basically what the chart is saying is bullish. It had a little bit of a breakdown. TitanX ecosystem had some macro issues or whatnot. So in my opinion, just based on the price chart alone, this looks really good with the TitanX ecosystem. Now let's flip it over to DragonX. It's been slowly building a price floor versus DragonX. So by holding Morpheus, you're increasing your DragonX position. What did I say about DragonX in the beginning of the live stream?
And nobody's talking about it, and that's the place to be.
Exactly. So that's the place to be. But if you want to go to a higher level of consciousness here, you can go for the leverage play. You know what I'm saying? So This is actually burning DragonX, and he's using DragonX to burn the Morpheus token. There's an aggregator. There's a cross-chain liquidity matrix. There's going to be so much built on top of Morpheus. So I absolutely love it. So this price chart looks great versus DragonX is continuing gain a floor. We had a little bit of a correction here. And that happens when you have a pump up about 6x. So it literally does 6x versus DragonX, corrected down. Now what I'm seeing right here is it came down, doji, and then we got a potential bullish engulfing candle coming up. So price chart looks phenomenal. I know if you look at the USD, it looks like it's trading sideways, but there is that cup and handle. But if you look at DragonX, it looks great. Now, last thing, let's go to the website. Oh yeah, they got the White Rabbit. The White Rabbit, is that in the Matrix movie? I can't remember.
The White Rabbit is the Alice in Wonderland, I think, bro. It's connecting worlds there. The Wonderland world of the rabbit holes and the Matrix. Do you want to go down the rabbit hole by taking the red pill, or stay in Wonderland by taking the blue pill?
Oh wow. Damn, bro, that's a great analysis. You actually impressed me with that. Nice.
Thanks, bro.
Dude, that's crazy. Wow. I kind of blew my mind right now. All right. So you have 9% of the entire supply has been burnt. So 9% of Morpheus gone forever. And this is going to continue to increase in the foreseeable future. So this is why this is the ultimate leverage play on top of DragonX. In my opinion, there's enough. How much TitanX is in the buy and burn? Total TitanX deposit. They got 2.2 trillion TitanX, which is awesome. And then the buy and burn balance is about 1.17 trillion. So that's going to be used to burn Morpheus out into the future. So overall, man, it's looking good. And the biggest bullish catalyst behind this project is going to be the aggregator. When the aggregator comes out, it's going to be huge, man. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, yeah, guys, please check out Morpheus. Check out AlienX. AlienX is a great leverage play on top of Inferno. Morpheus is a leverage play on top of DragonX. It's a united ecosystem. We're taking over Pulse Chain. Okay, let's see what else we got here. The lady in red was where the follow the White Rabbit thing came from the Matrix. Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't rewatch these movies, man. I haven't watched a movie in like 2 years, but good stuff. All right, man. Anything else from you, my man?
Look, man, we just gave you guys a huge rundown of alpha. TitanX is consolidating sideways. We've been saying it for a month. DragonX, nobody's looking at it or cares about it right now. AlienX is finishing its mint phase tomorrow in the morning. ETH is absolutely ripping. Binance Smart Chain is absolutely ripping. The criminal chain They're avenging CZ's wrongful conviction. You got BTC ripping, Bitcoin dominance is completely wrecked, and Morpheus presenting possibly one of the greatest leverage opportunities and getting an LP matrix action syndicate, conglomerated syndicate, different levels to this. My guy, that is so much hot alpha. I can barely stand it.
Love it, man. Well, hey, man, that was great. Outlook, and guys, please do us a favor, like this video, share this out, continue to support us. We got a bunch of alpha on Twitter. I don't know how many live streams we're going to do next week. We're going to discuss that right after this, but we'll probably bring some more meme coins and make it more meme coin central because we got altcoin season coming down the road. Until then, guys, catch y'all next one. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.